Oh, we're here. Okay, cool. I thought for a second I was in a void again. Alright, let's get some music on, and yeah, let's go here. Alright, so we got a few things to do. Let's just claim this to kick off, and let's do this, I guess. Cheers. Well, I have been quite fortunate in a way, because It's, what, 48 hours coming on since Relic Delta at the game? I haven't experienced it yet. Alright, kind of. I'll explain a bit how I have, but let's just say Temmin hasn't. Alright, let's go here. So Scimitar dies. Well, other than that, we're groovy. Alright. Didn't join ya. So, like I say, today is probably my first real taste of it. I mean, I've had a go at like the Journey Guide events just to see how busted they are. So you could argue I've seen it there. You buy gum, lad. It just makes you laugh sometimes how things can get so broken. I haven't actually played that game. It sounds like a fun one. A little bit more fun than seeing how many hundreds of damage you can maybe muster together from Stormtrooper Luke. Speaking of which, I do need to do. I have not done Colosseum, kind of deliberately. There we go. Oh, I've been at number 2. You know, I didn't even check. Alright, Colosseum. Let's see what these doodads can do. Yeah, I mean, my Stormtrooper Luke is level 7. My face cam thankfully isn't in the way. I'm missing 40 of these doodads. So, yeah. Which decade-old event might that be, Ada? Because I feel like there's a couple they've botched. I mean, look at this. 2 bars of health. We're really in prime gaming here. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, smack it. For the record, I don't know what this entire strat is. I just figure let's get Stormtrooper Luke involved because he can call a mass assist. There are 3 of them, so I suppose it makes sense to hit all of them. Siphon crit damage. Ugh. Bye-bye. Yep. It's going, Kada. How are you doing? 13%. Yay. Can I actually level him up at this point? I can't remember. What did I say I needed? I need another 15. I mean, yeah, it's free. I'll take it. Not sure I'll apply it anytime soon, but it's nice to have. I'm currently ranked 293. Oh, you went for Leia, did you? Honestly, I feel like the temptation to hoard is just natural here. I mean, it's like, is there any real point of applying it in a hurry? Oh, she's at 200k HP? That's solid. I think it's interesting the added accuracy to Relic 10, essentially trying to stop the likes of Ezra getting out of control. Alright, my high score, 1154. Might as well give it another go. Alright, let's slam the ground. See if that changes anything. Apparently not. We'll do that this time. Pass that over to Asajj. We can then pass that to Luke. We'll do that, why not? %. I feel like the whole thing's been made overly complicated. I mean, I think what gets me is, I think it was Zareth who put a video out yesterday, and I'm sure in it he said something on the lines of he'd spoke to one of the devs, or one of the devs had spoke to him, something like that. And the line they gave was something along the lines of, there will be ways to get resources, holding tight or something like that. I'm paraphrasing poorly, I'm sure. But I couldn't help but look at it and think, why don't you just tell us how we're getting them? Why has it got to be like a mystery? You know, I'd rather know how we're getting the bloody resources than you sort of playing, oh, wait and see, wait and see. It's like, just tell me. I don't know. Alright, I've moved up rank a bit. Is it worth going again? I honestly don't know. Got 3 more attempts, I might as well have them. I'll tell you what, I'll have a full auto go, just see what the AI can do. Doesn't look optimal, I will say that. Alright, saying that, they beat the record. If I can get one more hit in, I get 20%. There we go, 20. We'll take it. Alright. Still, full auto did better than I did manually. 29% isn't bad in that context. I mean, I don't get why they've got to ramp up. That's the thing that gets me. Why can't we get them, like, per tune so that we can use them effectively at the time, rather than to sort of play with Gear 2 tunes for a fortnight? I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that's good, is it? You know, I wouldn't like game 1 to Relic and the rest to, you know, Gear 10. That objectively just does seem worse. Here we go, we can get up to level 8. Woo! Special damage up to 19. Ooh. Go on, can you do anything more at that? Yeah, that is true. I did forget about that. Yeah, I mean, just for the sake of the game, well, the game and the game mode, I hope they do ramp up more effectively, because right now it just seems dire. Right, 30%. Yeah, again, I don't get the secrecy. Like, why are you holding it back? Why not just tell us? Right, so we got another 75 doodads. We now just need another 90. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not sounding good if I'm being frank. You know, I understand taking things out that weren't needed now, but it's not ideal taking things out that we could still benefit from. Even if it's not something I personally was thinking about, you know. Isn't it something like when they take 10 turns... Sorry, when we take 10 turns, they just... Yeah. I think they've had enough, let's say that. I feel like that's what this misses as well. It feels like every time you have an attempt, you should get something for it. You know, a sense of, alright, you're trying, so we give you something, you know, but... It's like... When you've got the high score, it kind of moots it because it's like, oh, well, that was just a waste of a run. Anyway, I'm ranked 120 for the day, so what's that? 100 era currency. Yay. Little updates for those of you wondering. We've got... Actually, let's go to a journey guide. That's cleaner, isn't it? We've got Kickstar 6, Vayne to R7, Brutus to R7, Quiggle to R5. So we're doing quite good on the new stuff. Silvo's the only really big thing holding me back right now. So I'm going to work on his shards first of all. And to be honest, I don't really know what I'm going to do around that because there are things like Maz I want to work on. I kind of want to work on Smee as well, but I'm also aware that there's a few racks up here that could do with looking at. Well, I'm hovering over these two. It's really these four. So, yeah. Oh, adding the fact as well, I actually did, where is he? I did the gear for Forlom. So, that was something. And so I'm going to try and get Zukas up to gear 12, and then I can finish these two off as well. Yeah, only these things that I haven't got to gear 12 then. Well, beyond gear 12. Anyway, that was a bit of a ramble. Let me go here a sec. Yeah, I put in a request a minute or two ago, and it has not followed through. Yeah, it's still not doing it for me. Maybe I need to back at the game. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't want to work today. Alright, we may have to go to a more plan B thing of just make it up as we go along. It's alright, let me scroll up a second. So, the dev said all the free-to-play accounts will get enough max to get each character to gear 12 or era level 65. But you feel like you'd rather have one or two relics and save your gear 12 gear, as I'm not worried about gearing them up to Gear 12, just getting them to Relic, because with Delta and play Gear 12 and Gear 10 the same. I do respect that. I think the argument they're making is the fact that you save Karatech by going straight to 12, but I do understand what you mean. I mean, it's a bit, shall we call it cheeky? Just to be polite, as it were? I'm sure you could use another word for it. Alright, I have done everything here, I think. Yeah, I've done my Sims, so... let's get into Grand Arena. Our opponent is not attacked. Actually, it's Delta Arena. What am I talking about? Probably why it got deleted then. Okay. Let's go here. And Mini Mercy for Kitten. What have you got? Okay, they're of CIS Powerforge. I'm 13.3 mil, they're 12.3, so we've got an advantage. I mean, I'll take that. I had a bad week last week at 0-3, so could do again a good one. Zeta's 365 to 283. Omicron's in GA 61 to 35. GL's we both got 8. Ralic's 284 to 219. This is the important bit. They've got more Relic 9s than me and Relic 8s. 18 to 26, 21 to 30. I've got more 7s, 99 to 61. And I've got more Relic 5s, 95 to 70. Speeds were ahead, 120 to 31, 365 to 122, 550 to 310. They've got more Datacrons. They're missing more Vader and Hondo. They haven't got Afra. They haven't really worked on Taran or Luthen. Okay, for once my maul is not the worst. Okay. Some interesting stuff there, I guess. Kiba? Are they in the bracket, I'm guessing? Mini Kiba. Fair play. I mean, smaller GP than me, so in that sense, I would kind of be interested. Again, after last week, I'm kind of after some easier rounds. Easier. Alright, let's try this. There we go, let me put him. Alright, I don't know if this is accurate or not, I'll be honest. It has updated my side, so we'll go onto the board, we'll check it out for ourselves. Alright, so, when we're going to Relic 10, right now my temptation is to Relic 10 the first thing I'm told I need to Relic 10. It is the boring answer, but honestly it's probably the safest answer. Okay. I know. I'll take the lumps you're throwing me. Honestly, I don't think there's anything I'd really want to Relic up right now. You know, there's nothing I've got Relic 9 that I'm like, oh, I wish that was Relic 10. That's part of my issue. It's better just playing it safe and waiting. Okay. That's a choice. Alright. You guys got a good glimpse of what I've done there. Let's see if this matches up. So, Mace, Great Mothers, Tarkin, Ahsoka. Mace, Great Mothers, Tarkin, Ahsoka. Alright, so far so good. South Wall, Leia, Rey, Slacker, Queen. Leia, Rey, Slacker, Queen. Alright. That is very interesting. I mean, you'd have thought... Assuming we're talking about Omi Qui-Gon... yeah, it says Omi Qui-Gon. You'd thought Anakin would be the one to go for there, because he's the one with the big hit, rather than Qui-Gon, who you kind of want to die. Just interesting how that logic works out. I suppose it depends on how you're using him. If you want him to proc an Anakin AoE, alright, let's have a look here. 25% turn meter, no surprises. Tarkin, bulk. I actually haven't faced Tarkin with the clones. I was thinking about this the other day, that I'm surprised some people haven't tried it, in the sense of doing Lord Vader, like with his old gang, as it were, and then doing Tarkin with the clones, just seeing how the split works. But I imagine it's just not worth the hassle. Great Mothers, okay, good level 6 and 9. Mace, turn meter. Sexy Rexy and Mon Mothma, turn meter again. I'm a little surprised there with Leia. I wouldn't have really thrown that there. Special Forces here with Armor Pen. That's yuck. Rey. And Quadme's got the Rolocron. Okay. There is some filth in here. I mean, I'll be honest, if you'd have had me guess who would you have gone for, it would have been Sabine. Either that or Slacker. You know, it was either you being #1 Sabine fan or being #1 First Order fan. Wow, okay, he's slacking there. Hey, slacking for Slacker. Alright. Yeah, that math is a bit off. Alright, I'm scratching my head a bit here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking, what is Queen with that Kron going to struggle against? Because I can't really afford to throw Leia at it. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to. I could do C Bane on Ahsoka. But maybe I do C Bane on Queen. Oh, but then I've got Leia as well, damn. Oh, no, that's my defense. So that's my opponent's defense. Queen, Slacker, Rey, Leia. I feel like right now I can be safe enough choosing this. Slacker's a pain. I mean, just for the record, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 into, yeah. So Bane can do Slacker, as we found out last time. But that then does limit me with the others. Let's do Darth Vader Kron there. For Leia... I'm wondering if we do Rey on Ahsoka. Just try and get a two-shot there. And I think I would be happy throwing the Wampa Kron on it. Just to try and deal as much damage as I possibly can. That would mean a Leia mirror. Yeah, I did the Hera one. I haven't done Hera beating Imps because that one's just very time consuming. I'm assuming that's Temple Guard Army with Qui-Gon. That one could be quite good. I mean, I'm just going to check. I think I did stop. Yeah, I just haven't done that yet. I should, like I say, because of the armies, but we'll see. Yeah, I kind of got the gist of that. I was just a little surprised as all, because obviously that means Mace isn't getting anything. Perfect. Hello there. How you doing? Just mulling over what to do about this little bugger. Maybe we do JMK and leap. Pow? I say Pow. It's not even Pow, is it? It's... You need to do Queen. I've been saying I haven't actually faced anything yet because I didn't do TW last time, so I'm experiencing it for the first time today, pretty much. Yeah, instead of the Queen. I don't know what Tarkin clones can be beaten by, in the sense that I've not actually seen anyone do it before. Let's have a look. JML? Balin? Okay, few options here. I mean, I think just throwing Bo-Katan at it is good enough for me. At least right now. But I'm going to hold on the Kron because maybe I could use the Rolo Kron somewhere else. And for this, I think I'd just go Treya. We've got a Talzin Kron, which has got a nice bit of crit void on it, so... Well, I say nice bit, it's 14%, but it's still a nice little chunk. Should be enough to keep him in the game for a bit. Alright, let's give it a go. I mean... This is not going to be fun. That was a harder laugh than I meant it to be. Let's start with the layer mirror, I guess. Okay, I've got one delta on R2. And I'll have extra deltas on Mon Mothma. But I'll be behind with Jin. I have no idea how this works out with the deltas in play in terms of, like, I know what they do, but, like, how the AI will interact with them. Yeah, I genuinely feel like I'm shooting into the unknown. It's like I say, I've got 998, so it's 988. So the core 3 I'm winning. But then it's 5795. It's like, let's just see what happens, I guess. All right, let's do that. Hey, you'd hope. Right now, that works, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, because the days. I'm an idiot. Okay. That's support, so we should cleanse if I'm right. Yeah. You've got a bit of turn meter, so I'm going to remove that. Let's pop that onto Jin. New pack. Oh, you little git, bringing Drogon back. Oh, lightspeed bundle. This is not going to be fun, is it? That could be SWGOH in general right now, to be fair. You know, I'm going to aim it there. Remove turn meter. Nope, apparently not. Can we kill? Nope. This is so much fun. Yeah, there's an ult coming. Okay, we did. Yeah. I like the word bold there. If there's any consolation, I have not played a layer mirror in quite some time. Okay, R2 down. Damage immunity if possible. Yeah, we can get it. Alright, we won, but it was messy. Like you said, I probably should have saved me ult, but I'm like, we got through it. I think in my mind, I was hoping I could get them all out before she ulted. That was where my head was. Again, bold is probably the word for it. It's interesting, isn't it? 50 quid for 14 out of 16. when Lightspeed bundles first came out, it was a tenner for about the same amount. Yeah, both of them are legendary, raid / legendary, so it does make sense. I'm surprised they haven't included Kenobi in a separate bundle though, like, just for the fact that, you know, they have given raid tunes away, like Treya. Oh, okay. Just realised that's the Crom we want. Just going to swap it in case I forget later. Alright, I'm going to do what I think Osprey said last time, which is this. To increase cooldowns. Okay, 65. I have slept a couple of times since then, so I may not remember the minutiae. Alright, here we go. I think 50 quid is expensive, so what I would say, I wouldn't do it unless you feel like you're playing the game regularly enough to benefit from it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a small amount. I mean, 50 quid could get you a AAA game, so... Well, maybe not a complete AAA game, but you could certainly get a discounted one. Right, I'm just going to do that for now. Normally I would Dispel, but I had this feeling it was worth holding it. DI, okay. Okay, no surprises on the ult. I actually like that we were able to apply buff immunity on top there. Just hold the... do a base it. Heal up Taran. Okay, here she goes. Can I yeet? There we go, nice. Can I delete? Not yet. We sent a message. Oh, wow. Scavray did not want to hang around to the party. Let's do that. Okay, Ben's down. That's good. Freaking hell. Okay, this could be fun. It was an easy cleanup. Oh man. Oh, I've just realised I never put a counter in for Great Mothers. That would have been Malgus, just to put in there. The reason I say was, is I have now got to come up with something that can cope with Relic Delta in play. And this is the best I can think of, Mon Mothma. I mean, the hope is I can just turn me to train, but she will ult. But yeah, she's got 3 delta on 2. 3 delta on 3 of them. I suppose the question is, do I go full ham and go queen? Like, queen's got less delta, so effectively there's more chance I can actually clean up. Yeah, I think that's the way. It's not what I want to be doing, but I think it is the way. I've just realised I was going to pick a Wampacron there, and I'm like, why? I might as well actually pick the Raycron I've got. Yeah, we'll give Queen a go for the cleanup. Again, it feels an absolute waste in terms of... I'm having to use a very good full team to clear it, but I just dislike the idea of getting blown apart. Yeah. It's mental how... I mean, in theory, we're going to deal more damage now. You know, we've got 3 Relic 9s versus a Relic 8, so we should be in a very strong position here. It's just yuck. Yeah, it's 5%, but hey, it's better than not having it. I'm coping. Alright, there's the Whirlwind. Yeah, here she goes. Are we getting a Temmin or something? Because I can only assume we are. Alright, come on. Time to knock some sense into her. Okay, Queenie's down. Bring the next one in, and she's gone. 41. Alright, Kenobi on there, Queen. And we talk about Delta and like how it looks. This to me looks scary. All minimum Relic 8 versus a Relic 5 and a Relic 3. It's a good job one of them's an insta-kill, isn't it? I think this is the one I did Wamper on me on, to be honest, just try and bump up my offense. Ugh, okay. Yeah, let's put it on Cat. She's got to survive. Yeah, that's it. I feel the need to just focus on not dying. Yeah, I only didn't just to try and get the ult move available, but I get what you're saying. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's nasty. I'm guessing the Handmaiden got Shatter Point. Yeah. Okay. I'm scared. Oh, Alright, just die. Alright, worst comes to worst, we can clean up. Alright, power's down as well, okay. Okay, just hang in there, Mace. Hang in there. Let's do that. And I am aware of the irony there. I said hang in Mace and then pass turn to protect Cat. Let's just build up some Xian. Yeah, I won't disagree on that one. Mace is a bit wishy-washy. Yeah, that's where I'm planning on using GK myself. Right, can I actually just do a decent eat? No. Again, I'm not too surprised, but I am slightly disappointed. Is there a difference? Oh, lovely. Evasion on top. Alright. Just got a master and a handmaiden to deal with. I'm glad I bought this Kron. I think it has played a part in me being able to at least take them out. Right, we still got high ground. I thought it had run out. That's why I didn't call Cat then. Right, now we've run out. Alright, let's just special to get the ult charge up a bit. Basics we don't want waste. Give that to Kenobi. Put that on Cat. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. We ult. Ah, oh, that's so little. Got ya, you little git. Right. 59. Leaving it close, but we got through it in 1, which I was not expecting. You know, your budget to drop on a wall, that was kind of the one, so it worked out kind of how I thought it would. Bat wall. Murder Bears, Iden, and Phoenix. Wow. I say thank you, Mercy for Kitten. I feel like I've just been given a present. In the world of Rowlet Delta, that is a very nice present. Right, I don't know if it's working or not, but I'm going to go back in. We use Starkiller on Seer. Or with Seer, I should say. I know, sacrilege, isn't it? Right, one sec while I'll just pop this in. I can only assume it's having some issues, this bot. Ewoks. Chirper, Nisa, Wicket, then Alda, and Logray. Next one is Iden. We've got Scout, Range, Stark, and Dark Trooper, which ruins the Kron, or the Omicron. Okay. And what's this one? Phoenix. I mean, I do get why the Phoenix is like that in the sense of they put Rex with Leia, but if you're putting them on defense, why the hell would you not put Rex with them? Other than just to fill a team, I guess, but still, it's a bit odd. Right, well, we got room to play around. I've got 2 GLs. I could do save risking this. I could do C. There's no Temple Guard army, so I could do C what? If I can find what. There he is. Let's do due diligence. What's got best health? That, oddly enough, trenches. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, we just do Wampa here, don't we? Even, oh, I don't know if we do Wampa or not. Surely that doesn't change things too much. Just trying to think. Dark Trooper won't punch Wampa out, will it? Yeah, I think we just go Wampa. I mean, I've used the Wampa Crom, but surely normal Wampa can do it. Or do we play it safer and go for something else? Gungans should do it. It's less banners, but it's safer. I mean, Wampa definitely can do that. And then Hera, bloody hell, what? Genuinely, I'm looking at this and thinking, what the hell do I throw at this? Because it's not like it's hard as such, it's just... I kind of want to do something old and cheesy, but I know you used to be able to do something with Thrawn, a Thrawn solo. You know, I won't get that go again. Especially with the Relic Delta in play. I'd have 2 on each of the relics and I'd be way above Chopper and Sabine. Yeah, I kind of want to give it a go to see how it plays out. Do I want insights on Thrawn versus Phoenix? I mean, feel free to run it. I'm not confident in the sense of how it was doing before, because I'm not sure how many people were running Phoenix before. At least this version of Phoenix, I should say. At Gear 12, Sabina's going to nuke me. Oh, okay. It's a very minor detail, but I'll give them props for the splash screen. I've been saying for a long time I feel they need regular splash screen changes, but it does look nice. Expose and stagger target enemy for 2 turns. Alright, so let's do this. Ah, okay. Years since I've tried it. Still though, that wasn't too far off considering. Have I got Nest on defense? Surprising. Yeah, I think I actually just got caught out a little bit there, so give them the due. Yeah, it's pretty funny, really. I'd say the new splash screen is probably one of the best things about the update. Yeah, that is actually an interesting aspect of it. Did I buy these characters? No. Go and say, well, other than the episode pass, I've essentially just been slow farming them. Do-do. There we go. Alright. I said Gungan's here, didn't I? Actually, you know what? I was goofing around with that Phoenix because it was like I wanted to just try and prove a point and I failed miserably. But let's get this one out of the way because I feel like this could be frustrating. So let's get our nasty ones in and then get the buff boys, as it were. Which one's the armor pen? There we go. Well, yeah, the only pirates I haven't been able to farm is Silvo, and even then I was able to use them at Rally 1 because of the changes, so it works out fine. Armor pen. I'll take your word on that. What would you go for? Health? Alright. 2 in DI. You know what? I did forget that Ben does special damage. So that's a very valid point. Alright, Zara's down. Alright, I'm very glad for DI right now. I feel like my justification for having Ben on offense has been good, but my execution of using... Oh, sorry, Ben, I mean Ray, Ben, Ezra. I feel like it was a good reason, but I feel like my execution has been terrible. Okay, Ezra's down at least. If it's any consolation, I don't like this matchup. You're not alone. Hopefully that's enough to get the sides out, and then it's just, can we race to the finish line? I think you can only call this a Hail Mary kind of lineup. You're essentially reliant on Ezra doing Ezra things. And if their Ezra does things better than your Ezra, you're screwed. Alright, healing immunity locked is very nice. Yeah, that's the big thing. $59. Right, I don't know who exactly I took out there, but I'm just going to click 2 and... I used pirates, didn't I? I think that's why I got 41 even. I don't know. And was this... $63 maybe? $61? I don't know. Go on. 59, right. I couldn't remember. Cheers for that. Alright. Let's go for the next one then. I can use the Bo-Katan Cron here, but I called the Bo-Katan Cron, the Rolo Cron, but is it worth it? Could I make something smoother? Not really, because I'm not using light side teams. And I don't really think there was anything that I desperately needed it for before. Very strange. Maybe I could have used it with CLS or something. Try and take Ahsoka or Leia down. Let's just go for Tarkin. He's a beefy boy. Yeah, let's go for Apo. And we'll pop that on ourselves. I do like a bit of Darze. I want to try and give myself time to get... Actually, saying that, we're at good banners now. I was going to say recover banners, but I had not even been watching them to know we didn't need to recover them. Last I saw, we weren't looking too hot. Okay, 65. Oh, hang on, what did I say I was going to do next? See what? Yes, that's a very valid point. I appreciate the reminder, because I had forgotten it here and now. I don't think they like what. Slight concern here about Rowlet Delta kicking in, potentially. Can I just ask, why did she throw a... Okay, I'm going to hold my hands up. I thought it was a case that when she died, she was getting the unlimited guns, because I haven't seen the bug, I've only heard about it. Yeah, so that's where I was confused. I'm like, I thought she could only do it if she was dying, like she normally does. Is that what it is, that she's always got the ability? Okay, that is busted. Right, well, whenever you're ready, see. Oh. I was going to say... I thought, please don't be... Please don't be doing anything shady. Well, here's another one. No, very tough choice. You know, Mace there kind of shows that Rowlet Delta doesn't play the biggest impact when it's that difference. I mean, C was always taking him out. You know, it's one of those where I think there are situations where a 7 versus 9 would be a little bit harder. But in that situation, it's still C versus Mace. It's where I'm not sort of crapping on anyone's perceptions that it's a bad change, but equally it's like there are instances where it's not going to be too bad either. Okay, that is interesting. Let's go for that one. Bit of crit damage. Let's do that. Right, that's the one I wanted land. Ooh, okay. Oh, you little git. Hiding from me. Where's the death mark? Oh, of course it's not bloody Dark Raven. Sorry, that was me being absolutely... I ain't a word for it except for an idiot. I got 3v3 in my head. Alright. I'll take my lumps for that. That was something that I knew and I just completely botched. Alright. Okay. Let's try and win this so that we don't lose Malgus. Yeah, I mean... The fact I haven't lived that one down since, I think it's a sign I don't make too many big ones. Alright, we're looking good for banners, I think. That gives ferocity, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I was hoping there was a way to get that one banner, but oh well. Okay. Am I? Where is he? There. Yeah. I was more confused than anything then. I was like, where is it? Why do I feel like Nisa wants to do this on her own? Yeah, so this is actually kind of interesting. 4 deltas on Nisa, but the rest are kind of squishy. So it's a question... well, she kills herself, that's the answer. Okay, she's back, but still. I think I just raw. I think if in doubt, just raw. Okay, that's uncomfortable. Alright, still 68. Just not that clean. I was going to do Gungans and I'm like, I can't keep leaving JML on the bench. It just feels horrible. Alright, let's pass that to Hoda. Why not? Alright, 65. Massive overkill, but why not? Okay, so we've got Executor, Leviathan, and home 1. I would like to get back to a point where I can put more meta ships on defense. But right now I'm kind of glad that I'm in a place where I don't need to be playing that way. I just feel like when I've had meta ships on defense, I've been able to feel a little bit safer, you know, in terms of maybe they won't get the full clear, whereas now it feels like, alright, they're going to get through that, so I have to rely on my toons a lot more. Okay, bring in Scimitar. Pop that on the bomber. Heal up. No more reinforcements, that's fine with me. Wasn't planning to bring one along. Alright, they had Scimitar, Raven's Claw. I'm assuming Scimitar, Raven's Claw. I'll have to check reinforcements. Oh, okay. What else is working? Okay, that's an interesting call. Wow, just tie dagger. That's not bad. Oh, tie defender. If you don't need it for your Empire fleet, it's not bad. Okay, so we lost some banners, but we won in 1, so 71's not the worst. We can claw some more back here. To my knowledge, there's no, like, counter to this. I've not heard anyone say, oh, put X with Executor and it'll be fine. Fury, TIE Bomber, Ravens, Scythe, Scimitar, Defender. Okay. Bit awkward putting Fury down there, though, isn't it? Scythe and Defender could be a good pair, though. Alright, that is irritating in the sense that they managed to get breach on the one ship that is not breach immune. Okay. What happens with Biggs? Oh, okay. I am actually surprised at that. I'd have thought that it would be hard-coded to go for B-Wing. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure I start bigs anyway, but it's good to know. Alright, so we've got to survive a few hits, it seems. There it is. No, I completely get where you're coming from. I mean, it does seem like something that makes sense. I mean, to me, I've just always put bigs there since this came about, so I've not actually thought of reinforcing with him, but I bet someone might. Maybe those who've got Y-Wing, you know, no profundity. Yeah, it would make sense. You know, its all purpose is to reinforce turn 1. Oh, okay. Bet there aren't many times people do that, though. No one's sure. Wow. Let's save it. Oh, you little git. I hope those banners can get recovered, like... Will they? You little swine. 1802. Alright. I'd like to think I was efficient-ish. Yeah, could be better. Alright, so not too bad. Oh, how many reinforcements on the Leviathan? It was 1 by the looks of it. I mean, it's X's rather than shit question mark. For that last battle, I did 2, so Xanadu and Slave 1. I probably only needed Xanadu, but I thought I'll check it. Oh, okay, I didn't do bad then. Yeah, I thought I'll bring Slave 1 because I didn't know if there was going to be just a bit of awkwardness at the start, but it was fine. But yeah, not too bad. I mean, I'm really curious how this is going to play out moving forward. I mean, I'd like to think Mace now gets a buff with Relic Delta. I mean, I'm calling it a very loose buff. But you'd like to think that there'd be situations where things that did work for him don't now for those who've taken tunes up to R9, R8. I know you've said that about Treya, and I can't help but think that seems weird. But then again, maybe that's kind of what they were shooting for, that, you know, things still work, but things that did work don't. You know what I mean? Like, Treya is something that is, like, strategically something that should work, so it remains the case. But maybe things that did work before won't work. Do you know what I'm getting at? We'll have to see how it all plays out, but I feel like Mace is going to be one of those teams that, because people will have taken it up to higher relics because of the raid, we'll see more clearly if it is actually improving with Delta, or if it is still a sucky defense team. I mean, you look at that, that is all R5s. That should get floored by anything with higher relics. Similarly with that. I mean, they're consistent at R7, so it's something. That's wildly inconsistent. We've got a 7, 3 5s, and a 9. suppose it means that SWGOH is less likely to die. Yeah, I've put Mara in there. She's not really benefiting, shall we say. Ooh. Delta is definitely a curveball. We've got 2 hours until that resets. I mean, I think this is one of the things that is jarring about the whole thing as well. You look at this store and you're like, you have monetized the heck out of this new progression. Like, people don't have to do it, and I completely understand that. You know, it's not like this is screaming out, you need to pay. But right now, there isn't a clear and obvious route to upgrades. You know, it's like, I wouldn't know where I could get these things. So it kind of feels like you need to buy them. A bit like when you first start the game, how you kind of feel like you need to buy the chromium packs until people scream at you, don't buy them, it's a waste. You know, and it kind of feels like that, you know. Yeah, exactly. It feels like they haven't told us anything. Like, I won't lie, I bought one of these because I was like, go on, I want to just see if I can upgrade Luke a bit. But you look back and you think, well, surely that's a waste. You don't want to be spending 399 crystals just to try something. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, let me just change my screen a sec. So, this is something I did. I did this on Monday, actually. I was like, I want to just see how everything's looking for new players. So, first of all, I think that these are brilliant. Just for the fact that I was able to get Hera even before I've unlocked mods. So, for that, I think that's brilliant. You know, I actually soloed Galactic War yesterday, just putting Hera in, and she didn't have a single issue. So, for that alone, for new players, it's brilliant. And if I just go Journey Quests, we got to do 50 imps. Now, I would like to be doing that, but there's a bug. I'm calling it a bug because I don't know what else to call it. Papa Palpatine's event. Battle requirements. 1 star, Rebel. I've got 7-star, 4-star, 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 3-star. I think we're safely in the requirements. Battle. Okay, so for some reason I can't try it. How about we try Yoda? So again, 1 star, Jedi, begin. Thrawn. So yeah, just in terms of like trying to push on a little bit, it's off-putting, isn't it? Because you don't know what to do to fix it. Now, if I just go on here a minute, just mute me music, man. Where is Bit Dynasty? I know he's created a new account. The Ultimate Crew Tutorial Bug Fix. I know he did that one. But I haven't seen him mention this. Yeah, the ship bug's still there for me. I've managed to work a way around it, but I don't know if there's a way to get rid of it permanently. But yeah, I have not heard anything about this. I mean, let me just see. Did he even mention anything else?
Protectors of this world.
I mean, if anything, it makes for a funny video. But that is what I did. But yeah, I'm guessing he doesn't do any more because it just says about that. So, I can't help but look at this and think to myself, if you've got no way of actually trying the event, you're never going to get a legendary. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter. I might close this account down in the next couple of days, if anything, but just for those who actually want to pick up the game and play it, it's a bit disheartening. Let's just try and think, what can I do with my energy while I'm here? Yeah, that's Cantina, but did I finish Kanan and Ezra? No. There we go. I do like the fact they're on the same node. It does make it nice in terms of farming them. Sabine is still awkward though. Hey, at this rate, I'd be tempted. Ooh, I didn't mean waste all that there. Oh well. Gear 5. Alright, never mind. You know, it's one of the weird things about starting over, though. You get so few ability mats to begin with. I mean, there's a point when you're just flooded with them, but like right now, it's like, oh, do I apply one here or do I apply one here? It's so weird. Like, I've applied a few to Chopper because I feel like that is one that really benefits just health and protection recovery. I feel like that needs a bit as well. A Training Droids Infinite? I actually don't know how many we got. Let's see if we can do more upgrades, like actually go a bit higher. Yeah, I could go up to level 72. So no, I definitely wouldn't say infinite. I know I definitely noticed last night these two weren't surviving in Galactic War. Feels awkward doing something because I'm going to try and get the what you call it, the token for it. Yeah, again, it's very weird because, you know, I think it was Arnold who said this the other day in his video. Like, why have they created a system that essentially removes training droids? Like, why not at least have a way to convert them into some like era currency or something? That would have been a very friendly thing to do in the sense of, all right, we recognise we're probably getting rid of these, so how about we give you a way of using them still? But yeah, this account is interesting right now. I'm not going to do much more on it now, obviously, because I've just burned my energy, but I've tried logging in when I've had a bit of time, but there's not much more to do, really, is there? I'm not in a guild, so I can't earn guild tokens. Can keep topping these guys up with currency like that. Hey, we got a level up. Level 45. Oh, okay, and we got 30 shards of Ezra. We're up to level 46. New account, yeah. It's a temporary thing. I wanted to see how the new game experience was, so on Monday I did start it up after my stream. I'm kind of intrigued. You know what I mean? I'm kind of intrigued. The plan was to do a video, but I'm not entirely sure if it's worth doing a video on it. My head is still at the point. This is my biggest bugbear. I've just been saying. The fact that I can't actually start events. If I got Palpatine, I'd be thinking, alright, I can now use Palpatine leading dark side battles, but I can't use him. I haven't got the ability to start working on Yoda or Thrawn. It's off-putting. Especially if you were like trying to do a bit more on it. So, I don't know. Train 3 dark side characters to level 46. Why not? Well, okay, we got one with Vader, so... And... Tarkin? I think they're monthly. I might be wrong, but I don't think they're that frequent. I think they're spreading them out across the year, if I remember right. Bi-monthly, is it? Oh, okay. Win 5 battles with Jedi, Anakin, and Ahsoka on your squad. Do I have any Jedi besides them two? Oh, I do have a full squad now. Cool. Right. I think I could... yeah, in short. I've done my main account, but I don't want to log on Crimson just for that one reason. You know, it's like, kind of beats the point of retiring if I'm logging in to give like a temp account allies. Right, Uno. I think it'd be safe to say that I'm a bit weak here. You know, like, I should have thrown air in just as a win condition. I'm trying to think what quests we've got. I've already done the vulnerable with Boss Nass. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so I've already got Hera. I haven't got Sabine. Alright, I'm guessing it's the idea that the Ezra and Chopper ones come out 2nd of December. Captain Rex, you get for doing all of them. I tell you, it's very weird when you look at it though, isn't it? Because it's hard not to think to yourself, you don't want work on these tunes at all then. But equally, I kind of need to work on them a bit just to, you know, keep pushing naturally, you know what I mean? Very weird. Bleeding hell. That's the. I don't think I've seen a Rex do a Rexolate like that. Well, the thing is, even if you've got the faction, you still get car attacks and whatnot for him, so it's not bad. Yeah, if you've got the units that the level it unlocks at, you get like compensation for it essentially. So I think it's car attack for that level. Go on, we'll throw a Mason, and let's sub out Old Ben for Hera, just so I've got a damage dealer in there. To be honest, it's going to be weird depending which game mode I'm doing, because if it's light side, I've already got Boss Nass, but I tell you what, just leave them as they are for now, and we'll just see what you've got essentially. I bet they're all good tunes anyway. I mean, this in itself is kind of a game changer, the fact that I can call Hera to assist and get a one-shot. You know, as long as we actually survive, Hera just does all of the heavy lifting now. And again, I think this is something you could really do with doing in terms of... I know Lightspeed tokens are like a year-long thing for the anniversary, but I don't think it'd be the worst thing if they kept them afterwards. Because it would really smooth that early progression. Go on, let's just throw Boss Nass in here. I have 2 relics. Not that boss does anything. But yeah, just think to yourself, right? When you first start the game, you little prick. You're able to just have like a gear 13 character in your squad straight away. This is mental. Yeah, the game does draw that reaction from you. Yeah, I assume everyone's had that feeling. Yeah, I may sub out Boss. I've got the feat I needed from him. When he's there, he's just doing hand waving. Alright, I'll be honest, right? I'm kind of... Even I'm kind of bored doing this, so I'm just going to sim something. I got something for that. Add 2 allies. There we go. Go on, we'll do one more. See what you've got. And it doesn't want to show me. Hoodoo. Hey, there we go. Bit late. Alright. Malgus leading from the front. Kinda cool that you have Malgus, by the way. I tell you, if Bane ever came around like that, it'd be worth doing the same. That's one of the reasons I was umming and ahhing about Crimson in terms of was it worth stopping that account, and it was the idea that, you know, if I ever want to pick it up again, I would miss out on the next Bane, as it were, you know, and I thought I've just got to live with that fact. Bane's is just broken good. Like, when we're talking about Relic 10s, he's probably one that would justify it, but oddly enough, mine's only Relic 7. He doesn't move the needle enough to warrant it, but he also does, if that makes any kind of sense. Because usually he can do what he does at Relic 7, but he's better at 8, 9, 10. Especially with Delta now. Alright, let's just sim something. What are these? They're not farmable. In case you didn't notice, I did actually come on here and not intend to do things. I came mainly just to, like, refresh my energy. Or spend it, I should say. Funny how things like that pan out. Yeah, I'm still miles away with these. It's been right, little gits. You know what, right? I've never considered doing this in my life, but yeah, I'm going to spend 100 of them on that. Because it was winding me up. And it has no real consequence here. I am an impatient SOB. Let's waste some here, I guess. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll be alright for the next thing. Oh, we got 30 chopper shards, that's nice. Alright, we got a 5-star chopper. But yeah, I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do with this legendary thing. I mean, if anything, it's enough reason to not carry on playing it, but it's just bizarre, like, why it's bugging like that. I don't know. Oh, hang about. Let's exit. So yeah, I am going to wrap up here. I feel like, you know, I hung around a bit after GAC. So yeah, let's go here. For what it's worth, I was a little bit lucky to get my stream off today. Before I started, my microphone was not working. Somehow it fixed itself, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, very fortunate that I managed to get going in the end. Alright, so, who's online? Let's go to Bones. Okay, so plan is to be back tomorrow night now. We'll do round 2 of GAC. I think, yeah, we're going to be alright for Monday as well. So, yeah, rest of the week should be as normal now. So, yeah, let's get the raid launched. Alright, so I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of the evening, folks, and rest of your day tomorrow. Bye for now.